I feel pride when I go into my job as being a union steward. So I definitely feel like it's a leadership position, and I try to take it like a leadership position. So I'll try to lead by example and, make sure my members are always informed.
As a steward, in my opinion, I am the voice for my coworkers. So if I have to voice my opinion and take the pressure off of my coworkers, then that's what I'm going to do, because everyone wants to go to work and be happy, content, safe.
We're not just trying to improve wages and benefits, but we're trying to make sure that all of our members have dignity and respect at work. And that's why Deandre's story is so important.
Last February, during the Super Bowl, there was an incident where a courtesy clerk was attacked from behind by the customer. Over a month later, he was called in the office, and being a union steward, he asked for me to come in with him to help.
People should know that being a steward is a voluntary position. We are the workers also, and we're there to support each other. And Deandre was just doing his job.
The corporate office sent over a representative to interview the member. I proceeded to say, well, can we see the video then? He said, no, I can't see the video. I said, okay. The employee got up, he said, thank you, and we left the office.
And I always taught him to do the right thing, because I was raised in church. Do the right thing. Don't never do the wrong thing. You need everybody to come out to get your voice heard. And that's what I like about my son.
So the next day I came in, and the human resources director for my district was there to speak about the incident the day before. I said, what incident? She said, the incident where you became aggressive when you asked to see the video. And I was stunned.
I tell him, just try to keep your voice down and don't get upset, because he's a big guy. I didn't raise him to be intimidating. I raised him to be a strong black man and to not let anybody run over him. The only thing that my son does is speak his mind.
So the human resources representative was basically interrogating me, trying to admit that I was aggressive. I interpret that behavior as that she's trying to say that I was stereotypical. As an African-American male, they try to say that African-Americans, that we can be very loud and aggressive.
For the company to perceive and state that he is angry and threatening is a clear example of institutionalized racism.
I understand how Deandre feels, because in my personal experience as a steward, I was fighting for our rights, standing up to my store director. They were constantly telling me like, oh, here comes Susan, what's gonna be the problem today?
So then, over the next few months, my hours started getting cut. I went for a promotion, and I didn't get it, even though I had 13 years of service. So we filed charges for harassment, loss of wages, and discrimination.
Taking a case to the National Labor Relations Board, an independent agency that helps resolve situations between the workers and management, is not an easy thing, but it's a process that needs to be done, and it takes time.
The evidence of retaliation was so clear. They cut his hours drastically. They denied him a hardship grant that he was clearly eligible for. They denied him a promotion that he was clearly qualified for. Deandre did just what a steward is supposed to do. He did nothing wrong, and the retaliation was so severe.
For 2 to 3 months, Deandre and I were in motels because we were homeless. I don't know what to say. Is humiliating, depressing, or what, but I just know I have to keep on going, because it wasn't easy.
As a steward, our biggest challenge is getting the customers to help out and wear their mask, and to not get angry and call us names and say they're gonna, kick our, ASS.
Let go of my car! Get it out of my face!
As stewards, I feel that that is one of our biggest challenges, just to get the management to understand that, we need a place that's safe.
It's a difficult time that our society is going through right now. As workers, we're dealing with our own stress, and with the public, a lot of times we are the ones that they let their stress out on, and it's not deserved.
So the board came back in my favor, and I received a settlement for that. I definitely considered that a victory.
So ultimately, Ralph's decided to settle, giving Deandre everything they had taken away.
When I found out that Deandre had won his case, I was really relieved. It was like a whole bunch of stress came up off of me, because just the look on his face made me happy.
I definitely received a measure of justice for myself, but what I'm concerned with is justice for everyone, all of my members, and then let them know that they have a right to speak up for themselves and that they have a voice.
The strength of the union is in the stores with the stewards and the members, and not in the union office.
What I want to see is more union members being involved in their union, voting on their contracts, more solidarity, more speaking out, and letting their voices be heard.